AllBALL TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
Yeah. Who's in the building? Come on, come on. Stop fronting on us, man. We ain't playing around with you. You know who that guy is to my right.
Ball suckers.
Magic style, huh? The gods. AllBall. They hating on us. They hating on us, man. They ain't trying to see us live out here. Flourish in peace in the city.
Crazy, man.
These bum ass dudes. They just can't wait to, I don't even know what. Gilbert Arenas. Everybody got a damn opinion about what Giannis should do based on I don't even know what. Gilbert Arenas and them is saying, yo, man, Giannis to the Lakers, bro.
They're winning the championship. He's averaged 30 points a game, 11 rebounds, 6 assists for the last 5 years, 29 for the last 7 years, which means whoever's out there for the last 7 years couldn't do nothing with that motherfucker, okay? They couldn't do nothing with him. Put him with someone else that can put the ball in the basket at a very large rate. He's unstoppable because right now he's playing 1-on-5. And he's averaging 30 and 11. He's 90% of the offense, 90% of the defense. You put him with anybody who can put the ball in the basket, who's a threat, in trouble. You put him in Luka. Within 2 to 3 years, they're winning the championship. He's averaged 30 points a game, 11 rebounds, 6 assists.
Word.
So,
Word.
I'm gonna be honest. Like all the former and current players that played in the league, podcasts and platforms are terrible. Y'all are literally not teaching us nothing. Y'all not talking about the game. Y'all not breaking down the game. Y'all sound just as dumb as us that didn't play the game. Tell me what the fuck is the Lakers going to give up to get Giannis? Where's that talk at? Who do the Lakers have besides Braun and Luka that Milwaukee would take? So they're going to take Austin Reeves, DeAndre Ayton, and Hachimura?
Brawny.
They ain't even in the league no more. Listen, man, I'm being honest. Like, Gilbert, that like for me, y'all dudes are just saying shit just to say shit. Does that even make sense? So this is where, do guys want to be great? Like, what are we doing now to try to win a championship? So now we're gonna pair Giannis up with LeBron and Luka? Really? And y'all are comfortable with that as former NBA players? So don't mind all the smoke KD got. Now we're going to pair Giannis up with LeBron James and Luka Doncic. And you niggas are sitting up there saying that with a straight face. And nobody on that platform is going to talk back and go, Gilbert, you done lost your fucking mind. What are you talking about? Why do we want to continue to keep helping the top 3, top 5 best players in the world? If I'm not mistaken, Luka is all NBA first team, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 straight years. He's always in MVP race. Some people have him better than Larry Bird already.
Fine.
The Lakers are playing great. You got a great head coach. Just to let y'all know I'm being sarcastic. I don't believe none of this shit I'm saying when it comes to the Lakers, but I'm going to let y'all know. Why does Luka need Giannis? And there's reports that Luka is talking to the Lakers to try to pursue to get Giannis. Great players don't do that. Great players, Michael Jordan will try to go tell you, go get me a Dennis Rodman. But Jordan is not going to tell you, go get me Magic, go get me Bird, go get me Hakeem. Go get me Shaq. No. Like I'm very disappointed in a lot of these guys and their platforms, man, because I'm not learning jack shit from y'all. And the exact thing that y'all gave a lot of us flack for, guys that are trying to start platforms and love the game and talk the game, y'all doing the exact same thing. Y'all clout chasing, y'all clickbaiting, and y'all just trying to go viral. It doesn't make sense. Let me know and break down what the Lakers can give Milwaukee to get Giannis. Don't just say shit just to say shit. I'm a Knicks fan. You telling me the Lakers have better pieces than the Knicks to get Giannis? Like, for me, it is. I'm like, these dudes, man. I'm gonna tell you what it is. They are so thirsty for some of these dudes to be great, so they can shit on the old school guys. That's all this is about. This is about Gilbert and these guys. Gilbert already said, "I hate the '80s, the '90s." He hated, right? Think about it. When Magic bring up his credentials, when we bring up Larry Bird, last player to win back to back to back 3 straight MVPs, we already know about Mike, Akeem, Tim. Like they trying to force guys on us. Do you hear the SGA talk now being compared to Mike? Shit, Paul Pierce is saying. That's for another day. Gilbert Arenas, you guys hate the old school so bad that y'all are just trying to do and say anything. It ain't gonna work. Giannis to the Lakers is just nasty. Once again, what does that say about Luka? How great are you? Stop telling me these guys are the greatest we've ever seen. Stop telling me these guys are some of the best in the world when they need all the help in the world. These guys are bouncing around from team to team, trying to pair up with each other. It doesn't make sense. Nobody wants to be great no more. If Giannis goes to the Lakers with LeBron James and wins a championship, you know what we're going to be saying. And Giannis don't want that. Giannis wants to compete against these guys. I'm just disappointed, man. And I'm tired of nobody giving Gilbert backlash. I understand it's his show, but come on, dog. Bring some people up there that's going to talk back to you. That's going to say some shit that makes sense. Once again, Fabian, make it make sense. Gilbert Arenas, AllBall TV talking to you. Tell me the pieces the Lakers have to go get Giannis if they not giving up Luka or LeBron. I'm going to say it again. Tell me the pieces the fucking Lakers have to get Giannis. Don't tell me fucking Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is Tyler Hero. Out of here. God, man. Austin Reeves can't hold nothing down on his own. Austin Reeves ain't averaging 30 and 11 if nobody's there. Get the fuck out of here. So, once again, all the Lakers giving up to get Giannis. How does this make sense? And if you bring in a third team, what the team is going to want what the Lakers have? Unless Adam Silver and them is involved and they pull a fast one on us. Come on, man, get the fuck out of here. Y'all niggas just love glazing the Lakers and LeBron. Y'all love Luka, and y'all trying to help them niggas win rings so they can become closer and closer to being the GOAT. Nigga, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Not like that. So I'm just very disappointed, man, because once again, when a lot of these guys got their platforms and talk the game, I was expecting something totally different. These niggas is not informal. They not giving out no information. They just sitting up there talking nonsense like us. You niggas ain't no better than us. Seriously. But that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Giannis to the Lakers. Don't get the fuck out of here. And Luka, you want that? Y'all niggas don't want to carve your own path, your own legacy? It's mind-boggling, bro. And for former players to agree to this, actually, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Just say it's clickbait. I respect that. Or say I hate the Knicks. I want him going there. But you telling me Lakers have a better package than the Knicks to get Giannis? Now, if they giving him Luka or LeBron, I get it. We know LeBron ain't going to Milwaukee. We know Luka ain't going to Milwaukee. So once again, Fabian, you tell me Austin Reeves, Hachimura, and DeAndre Ayton for Luka Doncic. I mean, sorry, for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Floor is yours, bro. But I'm being honest. Gilbert Arenas in that platform, bro. They started out on fire. It's tough to watch him now, man. And it's tough to listen to him because he's like literally just strictly content. He's nothing else. He's literally just trying to go viral, numbers and content. These niggas is treating the podcast game like the players in the NBA treat the game. It's all about money, bro. It ain't about nothing else. It ain't about integrity. It ain't about teaching. It ain't about nothing. It ain't about breaking nothing down. It's just straight up the best player go to a team that has another best player, and that's it. Yeah, Giannis go to the Lakers. They got Luke and LeBron. What? Once again, we're going to get LeBron all the help in the world. And when they fail, what y'all going to say? Oh, man, enough is enough, man. Get the fuck out of here. Gilbert Arenas, your Lakers, your Laker glaze and your LeBron glaze is crazy. It's crazy. I'm saying it. It is crazy. But it's nasty, Fabian. It's nasty, bro.
What's not nasty is Rico all around info. First of all, Rico, before we accept your $5, my brother or sister, whichever you may be, respectfully, Rico and all around info do not mix well in my company. Let's change that name, please. Thank you for your $5. All balls stay mad and stay real. He's sick and tired of this shit. But, all ball, I must say, you say this, and I get what you're saying. But Giannis also said this. Let's not forget.
You know, but that's my stubborn side. Like, it's easy to go somewhere and go and win a championship with somebody else. It's easy. I could go, I don't want to put anybody in the spot, but I could go to a super team and, you know, just do my part and win a championship, still one. But this is the hard way to do it, and this is the way. And we did it. Fucking did it. We did it, man.
Jim on the front right.
Kissing the chip. A lot of people are saying now he looks like a hypocrite, especially with 1 second. Un segundo. Let's speak the proper español, especially when you hear Giannis say that, and then we see what's on the horizon, apparently, from other former NBA players. Where would they like LeBron to go? Oh, excuse me, Giannis to go.
OKC really wants to play. They can win this shit easy.
If they get Giannis, it's over with. There's nobody.
My God.
You
No,
give
pause that.
J-Dub?
Pause that.
I would give him
Pause that.
J-Dub.
Pause that
I'm
real
not giving
quick.
J-Dub.
You did?
Pause that real quick. I know niggas ain't talking about Giannis go to OKC. These niggas is 30-1. Just wanted to make sure I heard that correctly. Go ahead, Fabian. I'm sorry for cutting you off. I have a habit of doing that. My apologies. But I just know I ain't just hear that.
I'm used to it. You heard it. You heard it right. They want to turn OKC, the small market team, into a super team. Let's run it back like we were Funk Flex in his prime.
Play. They can win this shit easy.
If they get Giannis, it's over with. There's nobody beating him.
Would you get rid of J-Dub?
I would give him J-Dub.
I'm not giving J-Dub.
You did win without J-Dub.
I'm okay with Giannis.
Would you
being
give
my
him
two.
J-Dub?
He still got picks.
It would be a silent trade because he ain't signed his extension.
No, he did. It's 5-year for 245.
The money definitely works. With him and Check, the money might be over.
I think you can give J-Dub and a bunch of future picks. If you keep this year's pick, you draft Darren or AJ, that's your future.
You can't keep Check, though. Check got to go.
You keep Chet and Giannis.
Check, Giannis, and fucking Hartenstein? Who coming off the bench?
He's coming off the bench. He's more disposable.
Why can't you start all three?
No, what?
Why not? Put Giannis at the 3?
That's diabolical.
It's gonna be J-Dub and Chet.
Probably keep all your picks.
No. You're gonna get some picks.
I don't think they do that, though. That's a lot to give up. Like, from OKC's perspective, and a lot to gamble on.
If he decides to sign for 5 years, I am doing it today.
Giannis is different from any other star, in my opinion. J-Dub, Chet, the 2026 pick is worth Giannis.
Rico, New York City, Bronx. I appreciate you, my brother. Baha to the Baha to the trash can. That was one of the worst shorts I've seen in my life. You guys jumped around from man to man. Yo, a Giannis, Chet, and Hartenstein starting lineup sounds stupid. Number one. Number two, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? You guys are supposed to be of a different cloth. Where is the cojones? The league would suspend that trade. Where is David Stern?
It's very low. It's like something went out. You yelled and it's like you blew out a fuse or something.
Mic check 1 2.
Oh, you gotta turn it up. All right.
I'm back, I believe. The hell is going on? Blowing up my mic. I was calling for David Stern. I don't know if he heard me. He would suspend that shit.
He's rolling over in his grave, bro.
But in all seriousness, shout out to Rod Guy. Hammer time. He been called this shit. Yo, OKC's in position last year with all these draft picks to go trade for Giannis. Whether we like it or not, Sam Presti, the Riddler himself. Remember, he fumbled the James Harden dynasty with OKC. You gotta be real about this. Am I still real low, y'all? You can hear me?
Yeah. It's like low, high, low, high.
How dare you disrespect me? You tell us what we feel about that all ball because we going bananas.
I mean, that's worse than the Lakers move. Another platform with former players that I'm very disappointed in. I even fathom that. If I'm SGA, I'm canceling this. If I'm SGA, I'm going, no, I don't want that. I'm trying to be legendary. I'm trying to do something that's never been done. Why will we take Giannis and put him on OKC? They are 40-1. They have the former MVP. They are the current champions. They are loaded over there. What the fuck do we want Giannis over there for? What is going on with today's NBA in the mindset in these former and current players? Like, seriously. This is why the 80s and the 90s will never be matched. Ever. It's like rap when they say the golden era. I don't care how much money guys get today. I don't care how much swag you think you got. I don't care how many pocketbooks y'all walking around in the tunnel in. How many jackets, how many Matrix leathers y'all walking around in. It's about basketball. It's about making history. How are you making history with Giannis on OKC, with Chet and SGA, and Hartenstein, and they're already 30-1? Bro, this is coming from current players and former players that quote unquote know the game and love the game. Where's the integrity at? Where is wanting competition? Where is wanting to go up against the best night in and night out? Where's that at? Where did that go? You think Kevin Garnett would have ever said, I want to go play with Dirk Nowitzki? You think Tim Duncan would have ever said, I'm going to go to the Lakers and play with Shaq? Crazy? If it was podcasts back then and these dumb niggas saying this shit, the players back then would have came out and said, nah, I ain't doing that. I want to play against them. I want to compete against them. Moves like this, David Stern rolling his grave. Forget Adam Silver and them blocking it. SGA should block it. I don't want no Giannis. I want to play against them. I want to go up against the greats. So when it's all said and done, they can't put no asterisk next to my shit. It's fugazi, bro. It's fugazi. And it's sad coming from players. Players. Y'all not talking about role players. Y'all talking about teaming the 2, 3, 4, 5 best players in the league together? together? What? Fuck it, just put Giannis on Denver. Yeah. Put him with the Joker and just fuck it. Come on, bro. It don't make no sense. It's sad, man, that guys really want to see that. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. And like I said, coming from guys that played in the league, you would figure, those guys have been playing basketball their whole life. They've been competitors. All them guys is great. I can never knock their basketball skill. What happened to when y'all was in high school and college and in the league, wanting to play against the best, improve yourself? Where did that go? So for me, it's like, make it make sense. OKC? Why not send them to Boston? Come on, man, it's sad. It's sad. And for people that agree with this and try to act like this shit is dope, y'all couldn't love the game. Y'all couldn't love the game. Y'all think KD the league with that move. Giannis going to OKC. It's no need to even watch the games no more. No need. OKC is already a juggernaut. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? For me, I would love to see a player come out and deny shit like this. NGA to go, hey, man, I hear what everybody's saying. Giannis is a great player, but we don't need Giannis. I want to compete against him in the finals. I want to make my bones on my own. Because that's what Giannis said at the podium. It's easy for me to... Remember, Giannis ain't being a hypocrite. Remember, Giannis told them I want to go to New York. Giannis ain't say I want to go to LA. I want to go to OKC. I want to go to Denver. No, I put my time in here. Y'all can't get me no players. My time is done. Please move me. I want to play in New York. Because New York is bigger than basketball. But he wants to compete. So these guys is bugging, man. It's sad. Like I said, all they want to do is continue to jump on the bandwagon and help out the guys that they like. Everybody loves Luka. Now everybody's in love with SGA. Everybody loves the Joker. Everybody still loves LeBron and KD. Everybody still loves Curry. So y'all want to just pair all of them up together. Get the fuck out of here. That shit is whack. And it's sad that y'all really sit there and believe that shit and argue that dumb shit. What are we watching the games for? That means when OKC players don't need to even watch the game. We already know the outcome of that. How is that competition? What happened to the competitive nature of the game? Like Michael Jordan said, if I'm driving in the car and I see some people playing in the street, I'm jumping out and I'm playing. Who's the best guy? Okay, I'm on the other team. What happened to that? How do you know if you're great if you never have competition? Love Kevin Durant. See how great he is when it ain't stacked? Come on, bro.
How do you can hear me good?
I can hear you. Perfect.
How do you feel about the real only team aside from OKC that they're saying out there that could get Giannis is the San Antonio Spurs?
I mean, okay, but for me, what are they going to give up? Like we have to start being for real. Like, what are they giving up? I love the young talent San Antonio Spurs got. Not building around them. But you moving all them for what? I just think for me, it's not only because I'm a Knicks fan. I think it makes sense. He knows it makes sense. Why are we flirting with every other team? For what? Because it's clickbaited content. He ain't going to no fucking Spurs. We know that. So we're gonna team up with him and Wemby. We're gonna say that's the new Ralph, that's the new Samson and Akeem. Like, I'm just saying, for me, bro, make it make sense. I want to see Giannis go up against Wemby. That's what I want to see, Fabian. I don't want to see them together. I'm sorry. I want to see Wemby create his own path. I want to see these players create their own path, bro. And seriously, when you had Isaiah Thomas, Michael Jordan, Larry Bird, Magic, if you wasn't drafted to that team, these guys were they superstars on the team, and then you had everybody else that played their part. But bro, to have 3 superstars on one team, come on, bro. Come on, bro. I don't like it. I don't like him in San Antonio neither. I don't think that'll work. Like I said, because how was Wembanyama gonna feel? Yeah, you want to play with a great player, but I want to compete. It's my team. I'm the 7'5" alien. I'm the #1 draft pick. So nah, bro, it make sense. These guys are just saying things just to say it, and I don't like it. And like I said, man, a lot of these platforms, we was excited because we thought we was gonna hear some real basketball talk. We are hearing nothing but the total opposite. They sound just as bad as us or worse. Some of the worst takes ever, and I can admit that. These niggas sound worse than me.
Another thought is the highest ratings the NBA has ever had. They're talking about it now, and these teams are what they are right now. OKC being some sort of juggernaut. I'll look it up as you respond. The highest ratings we've had in our lifetime has been Golden State Warriors dynasty, super team. A lot of people don't feel like the Chicago Bulls were a super team in the late 90s, but they were just,
They what? They what? They wasn't. They drafted Kukos. They drafted Scottie Pippen. Come on, bro. When they went and got Ron Harper, he was over with.
right.
He just happened to still play good, and they went and got Dennis Rodman. That was it. Everybody else was mediocre, bro. BJ Young, like, bro, we got hold on, Fabian. Just stay there. We gotta stop doing that. Us as basketball people, let's be realistic. Them senses they was having, the guard play they was having, all of them niggas is average. Per BJ Young, bro, we gotta stop that. They drafted Scottie Pippen. They drafted Tony Kukoc. First Grant was a workhorse. But come on, bro. They ain't have no superstars on their team but one.
That's fine. But once they were formed, we were going into each and every season, each and every game, thinking the Bulls, we're going to win. There was no doubt about it. Yes, Michael Jordan was at the helm, and he's a huge 90% of the reason why, because Rodman was getting suspended for 20 games at a time. But the ratings were high with them, all-time high. And then, of course, we hit a low once Jordan left. Is the NBA incentivized with having the Chicago Bulls, Warriors reignited all over again, especially when you see Luka in LA where nobody can explain how he got there? Why wouldn't they want to go after Giannis and another superstar if it means the money comes to the league and they can go for their TV contracts? There's the other side to it. We love the Bulls. We hold them up to another. The Warriors, we hold them up to another. Is it okay if they manufacture another super team for the sake of the ratings?
I mean, at the end of the day, if that's the case, then let's just come out and straight up say it. It's only about the money. It's about nothing else. Because those Chicago Bull teams, the games were all still competitive. Remember, they was going against Indiana conference finals. That shit was going to game 7. Battles with the Knicks. Like, it was still competitive, though. This shit is not competitive, bro. We all watched the game. The flopping is at an all-time high. Carrying and traveling is at an all-time high. Offensive foul, illegal picks at an all-time high. Literally no defense, all-time high. Come on, man. This shit is weak. And for everybody to be ignoring this is insane. This has nothing to do with all these guys are talented and skilled. Yes. But we have to be honest. This shit is weak. Weak. When you watch some of these plays and they show the replays, some of these guys flop, nobody touched you. SGA push-off game is crazy, and they call a foul on the defender. For me, I get what you're saying, manufacturing. I don't want to go that far. I don't think OKC is being manufactured. I just think that GM is very smart, and they know how to pick players. And for me, I just want to see competitive basketball, Fabian. That's it. Bro, bums is scoring 140. Bad teams are scoring 120, 130. What does that tell you? It's a team like the Nets or the Wizards or the Portland Trailblazers where they have injuries, still putting up $120, $130. How's that possible? Come on, bro. Nobody love the game more than me. I always say that. I'm not arguing with nobody when it comes to that. I don't care how long you play. I don't care how much money. I'm talking about just pure love for the game. Come on, bro. Bum teams giving you 130, 140, no overtime, no double, triple overtime. You kidding me? Nah, bro. These dudes is fucking up the game in a lot of our podcast world. Us, everybody, we making it even worse. Especially these players. They are making it worse because they are condoning the BS. Make the money. Make the money. You have to make the money. I'm not knocking that. But come on, man. Y'all getting out of control. Gilbert Arenas, Charlie Villanueva and them guys, y'all getting out of control. When y'all want Giannis to go to the best team and play with the best player, that just goes to show me y'all don't want no competition. Y'all just want to say shit. I know, Fabian, I know what it is. They are so thirsty to say somebody did something that Jordan or Kobe or somebody else didn't do. They are so thirsty to put SGA somewhere he doesn't belong. Do we not understand Magic and them guys selling sneakers? Nobody buying them sneakers Shea got. Let's talk money and talk business. Is his jersey number one? What is his jersey sales?
SGA.
Yeah. Come on, bro.
Looking right up. Top rated jersey sales. Is this it?
Come on, bro. Man. Nah, for the game to be this bad and you got former players condoning it, it's bad. And you need more guys like Giannis. You need more players with Giannis mindset, bro. I'm not saying you got to stay with your team forever. You don't have to be Curry or Joker or Dirk. No, you ain't got to do that. You don't have to do that. But have some type of integrity. Have some type of morals. Some type of fight and competitiveness in you. To say, I'm not doing that. No. I want to play real basketball. Bro. These niggas justify bullshit.
This is from last season. Well, I'm looking these things up. SGA was number 9 in jersey sales. Luka was number 1. Giannis, coincidentally, is number 11. Wemby's number 6. So you have your top superstars here. Jalen Brunson, number 5. Our guy.
So last season, champion MVP had a great season, barely cracking top 10. Stop comparing these niggas to Mike and them, bro.
Well,
Seriously.
this is before the championship, though, so it's not really quite.
I don't care. He had the hype before the championship. I don't care. Hype was there, and this is no knock to him. And he is a great player. This is no knock to him. I'm just saying we got to stop doing what they are trying to do. They tried to do it with Ant-Man. Slow down. Calling niggas Mike. Slow down. Slow down. So for me, I get what you're saying with the money, but like I said, just the competition, and I'm a live and die by what I just said. When you have teams that are decimated, injured, bad teams, in 20 games they won 3, 4, 5 games, and they still putting up $120, $130. How do we see that's not a problem? No defense, bro. So for me, it's hard to say a lot of these guys are this great. Oh, the Giannis thing is just it's sad, man. It's sad. And like I said, I hope he don't go to one of those teams because they don't need him. Go somewhere where they need you and it evens the playing field. Stop making everything so lopsided. That's why we need the East to pick it up. We need the Knicks to be good. We need Detroit to be good. We need Cleveland to be good. Because they just trying to put everything in the West and just shit on the East. Oh.
And then what makes it worse is that with what you're saying, this is an article from a couple weeks ago. The NBA delivers most viewers in 15 years through the first 2 weeks of the season. As we were saying before, viewership is up 92% year over year for nationally televised NBA games. First 2 weeks of the NBA 2025-2026 season has delivered the most viewers in 15 years, with viewership up 92% year over year. Like I said, this excludes the 2011-2012 Christmas game, or it excludes the 2011-2012 season, which began on Christmas Day. So before the start of the season, NBA launched Tap to Watch, a new digital initiative that simplifies how fans find and access live NBA games. So you're able to go on, NBA.com, and they'll show you, where you can find the games at. And of course, you got to pay $7,500 to keep up and watch NBA games nowadays. But everybody was complaining about, having to pay extra bread to watch these games. But somehow, NBA back on NBC, baby. They got Michael Jordan back at the halftime, baby, and the viewership is back up. So, to your point, why we don't need the manufactured super team when we already might have one in OKC. San Antonio trying to recreate the Twin Towers. It would be dope from a basketball sense, but I just don't think Giannis is willing to contradict himself like he did in that post-game press conference. Luka can say whatever he wants. The Lakers can say whatever they want. I don't think Giannis wants to go do that. I think he wants to win and compete against everybody and have an OKC present while he comes to New York. That's my guess.
But let me say something real quick. The viewership and the numbers are up because everybody is gambling. That's why nobody's watching the game because they love the game like us. They watching the game because they're gambling. So the NBA know what they're doing. They done turned the world into gamblers. 14, 15-year-old kids in high school on their phone putting in bets. Females putting in bets. People ain't watching the game to watch who's going to win, who's going to cover, the over, the under, the prop bets. That's why the numbers is up. Don't get faked and bamboozled. The numbers ain't up because people love watching the NBA. Motherfuckers is out here gambling, trying to make money. What it is. So for me, you can't fool me with them numbers. No, we watch the game. We know what's going on. You got fans in the stands with signs talking about, make sure you score whatever. Bro, so those numbers, I get what you're saying, and I love that you broke that down, but those numbers are that's a fantasy, that's a facade. Those are not numbers from fans like us that love watching the game. 25% of that is people that's gambling. So people are buying Peacock and all of this shit to watch the games because they're gambling. That's it. That's it. Like I said, bro, they took the love of the game away. They took the competitive nature away. It's strictly about making money and entertainment. That's it. That's why you can get a NBA where niggas is 40 and 41 and still can play. How is Chris Paul, LeBron, KD, and these guys still actually can play at a high level? There's no competition. There's no defense. Oh, bro, this shit is it's nasty. And AllBall TV, we not afraid to speak our minds and tell the truth. And nobody's out there telling the truth. They all selling us lies. They ruining the game. Simple and plain. Nowhere in the world you 40, 41 and you should be able to play at a high level. No, it ain't. It ain't because you're playing at a high level. It's because everybody else don't care. Niggas ain't playing no defense, bro. Come on, man. Niggas put them $140. 40. No overtime. No overtime. You kidding me? Come on. Oh,
Disgusting. I don't know if you have a couple of more minutes. I think you gave us 9:30 was your cutoff time. All ball. You need.
yeah,
some
I got 7 minutes, man.
sleep. Well, that's perfect. You're gonna love this. Apparently, you see the thumbnail. The Giannis trade is off the table. As of right now, the Knicks are not actively pursuing a trade for Giannis Antetokounmpo and are not talking to the Bucks about it. That's according to KnicksFanTV, CP. The fans
For the
chime
who?
in. I should just
The latest on Giannis right now is the Knicks are not actively pursuing him. They're not actively pursuing Giannis right now. They have not spoken to the Bucks in this regard. And what I'm hearing is it's a highly unlikely situation right now. Now, things could change. You know, if the Bucks pick up the phone, John Horst picks up the phone, maybe hits Leon with an offer. Obviously,
things could change. Yeah, right. Okay, bro.
We go. Now things can change, right?
Right. Things can change.
New York. We from New York, man. You ain't fooling nobody, man.
Things can change. Certainly ain't. I tell you, this is the mixtape era. Never forget who you're dealing with. And we got our guy, I forgot his name yesterday, Troy, my fault. You do a great job over there, Knicks recap. Some people don't like your voice, but that's neither here nor there. Yo, somebody said, is that his real voice? That's his broadcaster voice. You know how the girls be having the broadcaster voice on today on Channel 11 News. It's like, yo, man, leave Troy alone, man. He doing this thing, man, killing the game for us.
New York Knicks. New York would need to build a blockbuster deal around OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, who isn't trade eligible until January 31st to make the salaries work. Now, you guys know me. If you watch this channel, you know there is only one player I want the Knicks to trade for, and his name is Giannis Antetokounmpo. But what do I always say when I mention Giannis and I mention a trade for him coming here? I always mention it. You should never have to gut your team to get a superstar on this roster, because if you're gutting your team, and in my opinion, getting rid of OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, and remember, building a package around those two, meaning it could be OG, Mikal, and a couple of other pieces on this team. That means you're losing significant pieces in a trade for Giannis.
Totally agree, Troy. Nice recap there. You know, AllBall doesn't like that. Troy's a cat hater. Of course he is. Of course you would know that. You know what I think? I ain't giving up OG. AllBall. You heard the news.
This is why we don't get superstars. This is why we'll never win. Because now OG is going to hold up a trade for Giannis. Really? Love OG. But when has he become a player where if we got to give him up to get Giannis, we say no? See, this is the problem I be having. It doesn't make sense, man. Listen, when a guy this stature wants to play for us, when the last time we had a player of this magnitude saying he wants to play for the Knicks? Wait, I'm 48 years old.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
Leon Rose is a Leon Rose tie. The reason why Leon Rose and James Dolan even started talking ever, from what I understand, heavily, was when LeBron wanted to come here and we showed him a table of Tony Soprano trying to recruit him. He was a two-time MVP in the GOAT convo since he was a baby.
LeBron was never coming over here. All that shit was game, bro. He was never coming over here, bro. Homie is the mastermind. Y'all know that already. So for us to really think we had a chance of getting LeBron, yeah, he gonna take the knee. Yeah, he gonna do all that. I think it was never gonna be a Knick, bro. Let's cut the joke. We never heard. There was never no rumors of saying LeBron said he wants to be a Knick. Stop it. There are rumors saying that Giannis said, I want to play for New York. So Shams and Wemby and all of them is lying?
Not a rumor. Giannis said it. No matter what he says now, he said it in July on Speed Show. I Show Speed.
Right. I know. So for me, I'm saying I'm 48 years old. All you platforms, just all you basketball heads, Knicks fans, be when a player of this magnitude said they wanted to play for New York. Wait. And we gonna turn up our nose and say, if it got to deal with OG, I'm not doing it? Are you kidding me? If I'm Giannis and I hear that, fuck y'all.
These are the facts. I mean, if you were Giannis, would you say that? Or would you tell him, listen, please, Jim, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Jim? You telling me you not traded me for Mikal Bridges? Listen, I own 3 bridges in Greece. What are you talking about? Yeah, Giannis might
Am I
be
good?
yes, Giannis might be cursing out James Dolan, man. For who?
Come on.
Jim.
That whole big shout out. That was my guy, the legend Booger Smith. That was on the call. Big shout out my family Booger, man. Legend.
Giannis is calling Jim Dolan straight up. Oh boy, Jim, come on, brother.
Come on, bro.
I own 3 bridges in Athens. What do you need bridges for? Yo, he's
Right. Bridges. We fly over those. We don't need bridges. That's why they have planes and helicopters. What are you talking about? Bridges. Oh, geez, I'm not in the gang. What is these niggas talking about? Get niggas out of here. What y'all talking about?
Is he a blood? You don't want that on your team.
Right. I have family, man. I don't want my family around OGs. We do no gangs. Bridges. I have $500 million helicopter over. Oh, these niggas sound crazy. You a Knicks fan. You saying I'll take Giannis, but if it has to deal with OG and Bridges, I'm not doing it. So you telling me if it's OG, Bridges, Mitchell Robinson, and I don't know, Clarkson, and whatever picks we have, we ain't doing that? Well, come on, man. This is why it's tough being a Knicks fan. This is why we call it Knicks rehab, because it's always rehabilitation over here. Do not understand Knicks fans, bro. I don't understand how on one end we complain about guys not wanting to come here, not having a super duper star, and then now that we have an opportunity to get one, we not giving them OG and Bridges. Okay, and this is why we won't get Giannis. And this is when Giannis hears shit like this from the New York media. This is why players go, I'm good. Niggas ain't gonna give up who for me? Well, now y'all want to win. Y'all want to win. That's different if they go, yo, we want Cat and Brunson. Okay, I get it. And this is no disrespect to OG and Bridges, love those guys. But what do you think it's going to take or going to cost to get a Giannis? You hear what them guys are saying about OKC, Chet Williams, and 2 first-rounders. Like, it's going to cost to get a guy like this. But that's when the front office does their job in the offseason. Build. You get the pieces. But that piece, you have an opportunity to get him, Fabian, you get him. No disrespect to Carmelo Anthony. But Melo ain't Giannis, bro. Come on, what are we talking about? Nah, and when we gutted the team for Melo, we didn't have a Brunson. We didn't have a Cat, even though I'm not a big fan of Cat at this point. We didn't have that. Nah, man, nah. So for me, I don't understand it. As constructed, we are not championship contention. I thought we were. We need a player like Giannis, a dog, a defender, dominant player, and a guy that instills fear in the opposing team. Right now, we only have one guy that does that, and he's only 6 foot. So it's hard for him to you know. So for me, I don't understand Knicks fans talking about I'm not giving up whatever for Giannis. Y'all lost your minds.
I mean, it will.
By the way, everybody laughed at my AD thing, right? Y'all see AD the last couple games? Leave it at that.
Niggas get AD. I don't want him over here, old boy.
That had nothing to do with you. It's not a point that if you want him, I'm just saying he came back. They won their last 2 games, and he looks good. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Helping that rookie out. Oh boy, I know you gotta go.
Always a pleasure.
Get your rest. Hold on a second.
All ball suckers.
Get the full screen. Hee hee. What we doing out here? Where the laptop at? Where the laptop at? You know I disagree with AllBall. You can't do it by any means. I want to build a team right. Yes, you go after Giannis. And yes, also you go after Giannis because look what's going on with the Clippers. Shout out to Dime Dropper. He's going through hell right now with them Clippers. I think you have to go, if you're going to go after somebody like a Giannis, I get it, even if you got the team, because I was always against the super team, but it's not even just a super team. That's not a super team at that point. Jalen Brunson and Giannis is not a super team. We all know this. We all know this. But you do it also because as a fan base, who you going to root for? Who you going to root for? Karl Anthony Towns is tough to root for. He just is. So imagine Giannis being here. If Giannis is here, it's easy for me to go, well, at least I get to watch an MVP and someone who cares about playing basketball. And he's almost like an avatar out there on the court. That's the part that people really fail to understand, especially with the rant that AllBall was going on earlier with the old school guys. Giannis is a throwback personality. For someone who was born in this era, and we saw it with Derrick Rose, and he didn't get to play the way that we all wanted him to, and of course how he wanted to. Forget about us. If Derrick Rose got to compete, we would have loved it because the way he was going at all the big dogs. He was on that stage like he belonged. He attacked them like he belonged. And he didn't want to team up with anybody. He wanted them to come to his city. And that was Chicago, homegrown. He had his own version of what they were trying to create with LeBron going to Cleveland. And they somehow manufactured him getting the #1 pick. They get the #1 pick with LeBron James, homegrown. Then he leaves for Miami to Miami, and they get another #1 pick. Oh, I don't know what's going on there. Let's also talk about this, man. Let's stop these shenanigans. The Clippers are in shambles, man. The Clippers are expected to sign Lawrence Frank to a contract extension per Joe Varden. Multiple league sources briefed on a discussion said Frank and his associates were on track to receive contract extensions, with one source saying those extensions have been in the planning stages for a while. It hasn't happened yet, but it will. He looks like Doogie Howser. What was Doogie Howser's name? Like Doogie Howser's brother? Doogie Howser, that dude, he was on like 2 classic shows. How I Met Your Mother was kind of classic the first season. Lawrence Frank looks bananas for someone who's supposed to be running a basketball organization. At least Sam Presti's kind of tall. Also, you know what's funny? As soon as I said that, I'm like, yo, how do you give Lawrence Frank an extension after all this? Like, they went crazy in Dallas with Nico Harrison. They know, you know how many people know that guy's name now? They know Nico Harrison's name because of that trade with Luka Doncic, right? Imagine this dude, Lawrence Frank. Why is it Lawrence Frank? I don't understand how LA's not going crazy on him. They should be. I would think next Clipper home game they're gonna go crazy on Lawrence Frank. Imagine they start throwing Franks on the court. You're gonna see Flea on the stands giving them out because you know Flea's he's going crazy. But here's Pablo Torre chiming in with the Lawrence Frank news. If Lawrence Frank has not yet been interviewed in the NBA's unfolding aspiration investigation, then news of his contract extension, which may seem inexplicable to a whole lot of Clipper fans, given how this season has been, would be pretty interesting timing. news of his contract extension may seem inexplicable to a whole lot of Clipper fans, given how this season has been. Would be pretty interesting timing. That sounds like Nico Harrison all over again. Yeah, you're right, Schofield. Chatty, Pablo is a chatty patty. But you know what? Guess what? He's been doing this for a minute. I'm surprised. He's one of these. We already warned Pablo Torre. Don't do that shit in New York. You live here with your family. Don't do that shit in New York. Keep it over there. Keep it somewhere else but here. And then the other thing is, have a good night. The other thing is, in LA, these guys, the LA fans are kind of crazy too. It's not like the LA fans are too far behind Knicks fans, and definitely more crazy than that Dallas Mavericks fans. So I could imagine them throwing a whole bunch of hot dogs and smacking Lawrence Frank with a pack of. I'm not pausing nothing, Flea. I'm 43. I ain't scared. I got the chin gray hairs. But what's going on with them is crazy. Like Lawrence Frank, to have architected this whole debacle for any franchise, especially in the aftermath or Donald Sterling having been with the Clippers. And then you align with a billionaire guy like Ballmer, who came from Microsoft. He's supposed to have some sort of integrity with his background. He made his money, people would think the right way, but guess what? Who the hell knows with Microsoft? And remember, Microsoft is Bill Gates. You know how many conspiracy theories there are about Bill Gates? Who the hell knows? But he's still more credible than a Donald Sterling in a lot of people's eyes. But to have that guy on your side and then you're running a team to the ground like this, this is kind of crazy what Lawrence Frank is doing. And with the CP3 thing, and I defended Steve. We all defended CP3 yesterday. I see a lot of people saying he should have been a coach or something like that. Matter of fact, that's what I wanted to watch that with Gilbert Arenas real quick. I saw them talking about Chris Paul is a lawyer and he deserved to go home. This is hilarious. Try to watch that for a bit. Chris Paul deserved to be sent home, according to Gilbert Arenas and them.
Guys with CP last year, so if you have an opportunity to go out a way that a lot of people don't get to go out, and
Brandon Jennings, no disrespect. Moving right along.
For me, CP3, he could. Well, everybody, it's not Kobe. Everybody don't get a chance to go out like Kobe and Jordan. I think everybody would like to have like a farewell tour like they did. Even through losing, Kobe went out there and represented himself on a high note. Last game, 60 points. It's down there, last team in the league. Well,
to me,
he has some joy.
I'm
handling this.
Despite the fact of meeting, okay, now read exactly what they said.
It's good to see Chris Paul.
Did it sound exactly what I was saying yesterday? Because I talked to both sides. Huh?
It's good to see Chris Paul and Blake.
Yeah, I talked to both sides, so I knew what the problem was. Right? But three of them got that he previously. So has James Harden.
Yeah.
But
James,
but I'm just saying, Harden has Harden.
All right, so I don't know what the hell they talk. I'm not going through all that shit. But I think even if he is a fake lawyer or whatever, Lawrence Frank still signed him. Even when they signed him, it was set supposedly with a stipulation that Chris Paul needs to be managed right. The way that the Athletic framed this is hilarious, right? Chris Paul's short-lived reunion with the LA Clippers fell apart. How Chris Paul's short-lived reunion with the LA Clippers fell apart. Here's Sam Amick, Law Murray, and Joe Varda, just to give them their props. And the team playing. They talk about how there was a meeting supposed to be a meeting with Lawrence Frank and Chris Paul, and the train had a mechanical disruption, and it caused a delay in the flight. Chris Paul wanted to go to his alma mater, his school, to an event, and he had to cancel that to go actually talk to Lawrence Frank. Since the plane was delayed, it gave Frank and Chris Paul a chance to talk, and Lawrence Frank's tone in his voice is what made Chris Paul actually take the meeting. And in that meeting, Lawrence Frank obviously told Chris Paul, you know, your services are no longer needed. And his quote when they let go of Chris Paul, or they sent him home, because he's still signed to the Clippers. They're working out an arrangement for him to either be let go or traded. Beginning on December 15th is the day that he can officially be traded, since he signed over the summertime with the Clippers as part of the stipulation in those contracts and the CBA deal. And Lawrence Frank's response, of course, to the aftermath of all this was, it wasn't working out the way I had planned, and we had planned, and it's unfortunate. You don't take decisions like this lightly at all, especially a guy that meant so much to the league and so much to our organization, but just felt it was the right decision to make. And unfortunately, it was really, really hard decision to make, but I think it was the right one for the team and organization. But there was a quote here that I saw when they signed Chris Paul initially, and here it is right here. Chris will help fortify our backcourt with his exceptional ball handling and playmaking and shooting. So he started off his statement when he initially signed Chris Paul. Chris will help fortify our backcourt with his exceptional ball handling and playmaking and shooting. This is what Lawrence Frank said. He is joining us as a reserve point guard and is still excited to fill whatever role T. Lue asked him to play. He wants to be part of the group, and we're fortunate to have him back. So this is the part that The Athletic is saying Lawrence Frank was being careful with when he announced Chris Paul signing with the Clippers. He's excited to fill whatever role T. Lue asked him to play. He wants to be part of the group, and we're fortunate to have him back. Initially, the way The Athletic framed the statement was the Clippers put a roster together in the offseason that made it clear where Paul's place on the team would be. He wouldn't be a starter or even a regular rotation player. It took the Clippers until the 4th week of July to sign Paul. While we're celebrating Paul as a Clippers legend and praising him for his ability at this stage of his career, Frank was careful to use his statement announcing Paul's addition to clearly and publicly outline Paul's role, as if to diffuse any potential confusion and conflict. See, here's the problem, Lawrence Frank. You weren't careful, because Chris, if you say Fabian will help fortify our backcourt with his exceptional ball handling and playmaking and shooting, that's your quote. I would assume that is playing time. How else can you fortify a backcourt with exceptional ball handling? I'm not pausing nothing on 43. Playmaking and shooting, if you're trying to be careful with how you announce Paul's addition to the team. The Clippers is a shame, man. Shout out to Dime Dropper. He's just, fans like that. That's why you've got to be careful with creating teams. And of course, you got to deal with luck. And I went into the season, I was thinking, man, the Clippers, they're an old team, but you would think the old vets would have something going. And, we saw the Rockets with Drexler, Olajuwon, and Barkley, and you were hoping to see something like that from them. Or even, I thought they had something like the Portland Trailblazers early on in the 2000s. But I guess I forgot that, the Norman Powell trade was dumb. Dumb. To get Bradley Beal, that was stupid. Along with adding Chris Paul to this mix, that you had to be careful with your statement. Like, this is the crazy part about Lawrence Frank. He was just utterly disgusting with this. This is disgusting. Not to mention the SGA trade that you still were working on trying to get back from. There's no way now possible that we can say the Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis trade is worse than this. It's not even close. It's not even close. You turned another competitive rival. You turned another team, someone you have to compete with in your conference, see 3, 4, 5, 6 times a year, maybe in the regular season because of the stupid play-in tournament, or what kind of tournament is that? I don't even know what that shit is called. The Cup. You may have to play teams more than 4 or 5 times regularly because of that Cup. Then when you see them in the playoffs, before you can even reach the finals, you're going to have to play them in a 7-game series. You empowered that team with SGA because you wanted Kawhi Leonard so badly. They're under investigation, apparently, for trying to circumvent the cap. All these things. You're supposed to be ducking all of this, all this smoke. But you wanted a guy like Chris Paul around? Why would you want a guy like Chris Paul around? He sounds like us. Even though, yes, he's probably a dick. He's probably a schmuck. All of the above. Chris Paul is probably a jerk. But you knew this already because he was already here. He was, if you're an LA fan, if you know anything about the Clippers, you've been here already. You know who to interview. Like, yo, this guy, Chris, he's one of the sharpest minds. I hate hearing that. He's one of the sharpest minds of all time, but there's a risk and a reward. And why else? Here's my last point with Chris Paul. If this is the oldest team of all time, what the hell do they need Chris Paul for? For the swan song? His last hurrah? You wanted to sell tickets with Chris Paul? He's not gonna do that, Papa. Chris Paul? How? No. Lawrence Frank this looks slimy and slivery. Did you know about them trees not being planted in LA? And Kawhi taking all the money and rolling it up and smoking it up the next one. That's what it's looking like. Don't be mad at me. Don't kill a messenger, Papa. YouTube, don't f this up for me either. Listen, man, I want to thank everybody for joining in. You guys are amazing. Hit the super chat, hit the like button. Listen, let us in the comments, let us know what you want us to change. Oh, yes. Thank you very much, Cherokee. I keep forgetting to say that. R.I.P. Eldon Campbell. He was only 57 years old. And, a lot of guys, a lot of us, I can see in the YouTube algorithm, our age group, a lot of us, it's like 25 and older, but it's a major overwhelming majority of us on our 30s and up. You start to understand what 57 years old means when you got a job, you got a pension, or you're looking for one. And 57 years old is right around the time you're supposed to retire and chill in regular, ordinary life. Obviously, Eldon Campbell, was a basketball player. He got to make a lot of money, play for the Lakers, play for the Hornets, and Rodney Rodgers as well. Thank you, Jeremy's House. Of course, we're AllBall TV. We want to give everybody their props and just remember them because these are guys that are here technically for our entertainment. We watch them in a box just like this. And just like you're watching me right now. And it's just sad. God bless him and his family. Everybody else out there who's tuning in as well can hear this. God bless you and yours. It's holiday season. Yo, somebody asked me a while ago what's my favorite time. Oh no, that's what it was. We were playing a game, the board game, card game during Thanksgiving. And it was, you ask different questions. Like the more you know about who knows their family member the best. And one of the questions was, what's your favorite time of the year? Or what's your favorite holiday or your favorite day of the year? And you had to say my anniversary because I'm slick like that. You ain't ruining my Thanksgiving weekend. That's number one. Number two, every single Christmas that passes by, I love it more and more, man. I'm not religious, but they start putting the decorations up, the colors, holiday season in general. Start getting cold. I'm getting old, so the cold affects me a little bit more than ever before. But I like to switch up from Halloween to Thanksgiving to Christmas. And then Christmas is like 2 months long in New York, especially in the cold area. And it looks fly in New York. You can't get fly in California. You can't get fly in Oklahoma. You can't get fly in Arkansas and Arizona. But in New York City, especially with a little bit of snow, it's dope to walk by, see the decorations. You walk by residential neighborhoods, see how they got their joint together, their neighborhoods together, the houses competing. It's dope. My son loves Home Alone. I can't believe that. I remember watching Home Alone in the movies when I was younger than him. But I say all that to say, every year, we were talking about Eldon Campbell and just passing away and stuff like that, or just life happening, and we get to be alive. We get to be in the moment, just to be able to experience these things and hold on to these memories and make it mushy gushy. I ain't pausing nothing, Flea. I'm 43. I like it, man. I really like Christmas. I really like hot cocoa with the snow falling. That's why they say, respectfully, don't be having no babies in your 20s. I did. I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do it. Do it when you're ripe and ready. As a man, sow your laurels, sow your oats together. And then when you at this age, I'm in my 40s, you could feel everything, man. You could feel everything. It's just you take advantage of every moment. You work hard for these moments. I'm sorry, Darlene. I got my boots. All I gotta do is get my Dr. Scholl's, and I want the old school Dr. Scholl's for my boots, Darlene. The old school ones with the light all cream color, because the new ones are trash. The gel Dr. Scholl's, big garbage. Big garbage. The old school ones, let me tell you something, man. I put those in my boots. I'm ready for the snow. Man, my boots is fly business. I don't need no people buying $500 boots and this, that, and the third. Listen, I got my joints to tie them up, come up to the damn near the calf. What you doing? I'm skipping over the corner. You know how you gotta wrap around. See, New York is crazy when the snow starts melting and the water comes around on the corner. That shit looks like a pool. I don't give a fuck about them puddles. The big dog puddles. You know how you got the 10-foot section, the deep section in the pool? We got the deep section of a fucking rain and snow, melted snow on the corners. And me, I'll be tap dancing on them shits with my boots. With my rain boots? You kidding me? Ain't rain boots. They wait for the snow and all that. Live business out here. You know who I be. Baby Bubba. Come on, man. We ain't playing with y'all. Hey, listen, let us know what you want us to react to, because we in the rhythm. We getting in the groove. These reaction videos help us go. They help us make money, by the way. Help us generate revenue. Huh? And have operating income to pursue future business endeavors. Who you dealing with right now? Who you think you dealing with right now? It's a different level. So the reaction videos that are popular, if we can do them in as real time as possible, you, the people, want to see us react to them. And then you go in the comments and go, yo, yeah, Fabian, you fucking stupid ass motherfucker. Flea, you so funny. With your waves. I see the comments. AllBall went to the salon. Did he go to my salon down the block? I see the comments, but I digress. And by the way, I see the term, but I digress, becoming very popular and people not knowing how to use it. But I digress is when you veer off a little bit from the conversation, then you go, but I digress. I can't teach you the sauce. I can't teach you the sauce. It's not meant for everybody. But I digress. Let us know what you want us to react to in the comments, especially super popular topics and stuff like that. That way we can get into the algorithm and then boom, kapow. Because even if you ain't got $1, even if you ain't got a couple dollars, even if you ain't got a couple dollars, it's holiday season. You want to stash, keep it for the family. I get it. I'm in the same boat. We could choose the reaction videos, chop them up, post them every 4 hours. That's what we're aiming for. Also, if you know some editors, let us know, man. Let us know, please. You make me want to turn down my AC in Florida. Damn, Jeremy. Yo, Darlene, Jeremy fronted on us crazy. Look, he's a member. So he gives us I think it's $4.99 a month and turned his AC down in December. Cash Tan's in the winner. Huh? Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. We shall be back tomorrow with Knicks Rehab after the game. Isn't it another bum ass team? I know we had the Hornets. Oh, the Jazz. We played a bum ass Jazz on Friday. I ain't even gotta look it up because I know for a fact it's a Jazz. Let me see. Knicks schedule. Come on, baby Bubba. Then the Magic on Sunday. That's gonna be the real deal competition for us, man. Latudia, where you going down at? You better chill out in these streets, Latudia. Take me with y'all, man. Just don't tell my wife. Peace out. AllBall TV. They scared, but I'm not. They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.